we shall discuss the concept of loops, and we shall understand this concept of loops equally by looking at worked examples. Now, before we engage in that particular issue, let us look at this program here. This program is called sequence. It means it doesn't have any statement which makes it to bring about selection, and there is no any statement which makes it to repeat any action. Now, the program that we have just finished looking, the one which has got if in itself, line number 8, it is not a sequence, it is a selection, because at line number 8 there is a scenario where the decision will have to be made depending on the value in variable x and variable y. Now, what we are going to see here is a third case in computer programming whereby something will be repeated until a certain condition is met. So, looking at this worked example, the program is similar to other programs. Int main, that is the header of the program. The program is starting at line number 2, that's the paragraph, and ending at line number 13. Now, when you come to line number 3, this is declaration. It means variables have been declared. One is called I, another is called n, and all these variables have the type integer. So reserved, reserved, free. That is as far as line number 3 is concerned. When you come to line number 4, you find the scenario has changed. The memory of the computer is such that 0 is in variable, 0 is in variable n, that is, this is n here, and in variable I, there is 1. So in n there is 0, and in I, 1 has been inputted. That is according to line number 4 and line number 5. Now, at line number 6, a keyword while is used to tell the computer to repeat something, repeat all what is in this bracket while I is less than 5. If the value in I is less than 5, then these particular two lines, line number 8 and line number 9, will be done repetitively. If you look in the computer, in the RAM diagrams, you find that the value in I is 1, and for that matter, 1 is less than 5. What will happen? The computer now will go into line number 8 and execute it. N equals to n plus I. In n there is 0, and in I there is 1. So 1 in I and 0 in n will be added, resulting into 1, and then this value will have to be written in variable n. So n will assume the value of 1 because of this particular line. Then the computer will jump to line number 9, and there it say I equals to I plus 1. The value in I is 1, and it will be added to 1, making it 2. So in I, there will be the value of 2. In that regard, up to this line, the situation will be as follows. I, n, this is free. Now, in n, there will be 1, and in I, there will be 2. That is as far as line number 9 is concerned. Line number 10 is the end of the loop. So the condition will be checked while I less than 5. In I, there is 2. 2 is less than 5. So this action is going to be repeated for the second time. When it is being repeated, the computer will do the following. In n, the value in n will be added to the value in I, and that value, the result will be inputted into n. So in n there is 1, and in I there is 2. These 2 will be added, and the result, which is 3, will be inputted into n. Then the computer will go to line number 9 again, and that will be that in I, the value in I will be incremented or added to 1, and the result will have to be in I. So in I there is 2. 2 plus 1 will be 3, and instead of 2, then 3 is written there. So what's going to happen in the computer RAM, you find that in I there is 3, and in n there is 3, and this is free. So while I less than 5. So the condition will be that in case if the value in I is less than 5, the same particular lines will be, this paragraph will be executed again. Now because in I there is 3, then this loop is going to repeat for the 3rd time. And when it is repeated, n is equal to n plus I. So in n there is 3. In I there is 3. This will be added, and the result will be 6. Then the line number 9 is going to be executed again. I equal to I plus 1. In I there is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And that's going to be the result. For that matter, if we draw again, we find that I has changed it to 4, and n has changed it to 6, and this is still free. Then when the computer comes to line number 10, it will check, is value of I less than 5? In I there is 4, and 4 is less than 5. So if that is true, then repeat action from number 7 to number 9. So now line number 8 will be executed. N equals to n plus I. N equals to n plus I. 6 plus 4, and the value, that is 10, will be written in n. Then line number 9 will be executed. I equal to I plus 1. That is 4 plus 1, 5. And that will be the scenario whereby we have that now, 5 in I and 10 in n, while this is free. That will be the end, the execution of loop, which is repeated for the 3rd time. After that, the computer will check, is the value in I less than 5? When it comes to I, it will find that 5, which is in I, is not less than 5. And for that matter, repetition will stop, and now line number 11 will be executed. That is C out n. What is in n? On the screen, we shall see number 10, which is the value that is retrieved from variable n. And for that matter, the program comes to an end in line number 12. That is how our loops work. And this we have used the while construct. The next example, we shall see the same scenario using a for construct. Thank you.